Hello, and welcome to Get to Know Regional Directors, where we share the goals, ideas, and insights of SPE's Global Board of Directors. In this season, we sit down with regional directors from around the world to discuss their technical expertise, lessons learned, and advice for those looking to pursue a career in oil and gas. I'm your host, Ebun Adewole-Dickson. I'm joined today by Hesham Zubari, SPE Regional Director for the Middle East and North Africa, and Chief Technology Officer at Dragon Oil. Hesham has over 35 years of oil and gas experience, getting his start as a reservoir simulation engineer in 1986 after graduating from the University of Texas at Austin. In 2007, Hesham became the manager of the petroleum engineering at Bahrain Petroleum Company, where he was responsible for the management of the Bahrain field oil and gas production and assets. In 2008, Hesham joined the government's legal, commercial, and technical negotiation team as the deputy CEO, which led him to become the senior advisor for the Ministry of Oil in 2017, where he was responsible for initiating new national energy and sustainability projects. In recognition of his services to the oil and gas community, Hesham received the SPE Regional Award in 2021. And in 2022, he was selected to be the regional director for the MENA region as well as the member of the SPE International Board of Directors. Outside of his volunteership, Hesham has also authored and co-authored over 10 technical papers focused on the management of mature fields and enhanced oil recovery. In addition to his position as Regional Director for the Middle East and North Africa, Hesham is also the chairman of the 2024 IPTC Rewarding Committee and currently serves on the Executive Committee of the SPE Caspian Technical Conference and Exhibition, and the chairman of the Excellence in Project Integration Award Committee for the International Petroleum Conference in Dammam in 2024, responsible for the recognizing of the best projects in the industry from around the world. Thank you for joining us today, Hesham.
Thank you for having me, Ebun. I appreciate the kind introduction by you.
So, Hesham, I'm interested in hearing more about your current role as Chief Technology Officer at Dragon Oil. Could you share more about your position and what your day-to-day looks like?
Yeah, sure. CTIO, Chief Technology and Innovation Officer, is responsible for building the strategic direction for a company. So that involves a lot of complicated elements that has to do with sometimes culture change. It needs to be looked at in a whole comprehensive way in line with the industry trends where we're heading. So for example, specifically in my role, I'm in charge of mapping the challenges we are facing in our production, and we're talking about different assets in different countries. And I am responsible for mapping the barriers to trigger innovation in the company. So at the end, I have to come up with a technology portfolio for the company that address all those challenges. Of course, the end result is to add value in terms of production, whether it is increasing production or lowering cost. Now we are moving into energy transition, and we are talking about decarbonization. There is a huge element of innovation in every element within our business. And if you look at SPE's new vision and mission, you will see the word innovate in that. And that shows how important that is.
Thank you for sharing that and breaking that down for us, Hesham. That's very interesting. So on the same lines, having held a variety of leadership positions, what skills do you believe are critical to becoming a thought leader in the oil and gas industry?
Yeah, I think from my own perspective, I believe a personal attitude is important here. We have to be, you have a person have to be open-minded, have to accept all ideas, shouldn't be biased towards certain ideas or certain concepts, should be able to accept other opinions, especially controversial ones, and be able to be humble and stay away from being a hubris, because I've seen that a lot in our industry, and be able to discuss issues with people from all sectors, from all levels within the organization. Stay away from the superiority complex where you say certain people know much more than others. That doesn't work here. Have to every individual, every person has a value that he can add to the organization. And it's important to realize that. I think being aware of what's going on around in the industry, not restricting uh, one's self to what he's doing or what his job, have to be aware of what's happening outside. There are so many challenges facing the industry today, and everybody should be able to access those challenges in literature.
Thank you for those insights. Usually when people do discuss leadership qualities, they mostly focus on technical skills and not the personal ones. So that's very interesting and very valuable advice. So not only are you a regional director with SPE, but you also serve on a variety of committee boards focused on promotion and expansion of the energy industry. So could you tell us what motivates you to volunteer in these positions?
My motivation is actually I would say self-motivated to share knowledge. I have a powerful passion to serve. I like developing young professionals. It gives me a lot of joy to see young professionals rising and taking leadership positions and participating in committees. From my experience, every committee I participated in, I learned a lot from that. And as you get to see, more and more professionals in the industry, there is always something new that you add to your knowledge, talking to individuals and peoples and participating in committees. So it's really it's to give back to the industry. SP has been so kind to me personally. Starting 35 years ago as a young engineer, I think the best decision I ever took was to be active on SPE front. There's so much learning, and was able to meet and build a network of friends really that really paid back uh, as I progressed in my career. So it's really, what I think what motivates you is giving back to the industry and being able to serve.
That's great. And I guess following up on that, what are you hoping to accomplish in these roles?
Yeah, I like to contribute to the future vision. I think as we speak today, Ebun, we are facing, we are at a crossroad, but not one crossroad. There was so many crossroads. There are just so many decisions to be made for the industry and for the society, for SPE as a society. There, we have to find our way forward. Uh, there are so many variables. There are so many things happening on all fronts. So whether you look at universities, enrollment is going down. You look at energy transition, it's a challenge for the oil industry to transform to a truly energy industry that requires a lot of work and a lot of changing of mindsets. We talk about the new technologies. You look at the top AI applications in the world. Oil and gas is not there. I mean, we did good with the preventive maintenance. We're doing good with some machine learning, but we're not in that same level of sophistication as other industries, or like we see in media or others. So I am happy that I got to serve SPE in this period of time, challenging period of time, because then I can contribute with my thoughts on the way forward on how to strategically position SPE into the future landscape, energy landscape. SPE the way it is now, or the industry as a whole, the way it is now, it's not, it doesn't look good. We have to be able to transform and strategically position ourselves into the future. Things will change in 20 years' time. Everything we look back and everything is going to be different. So that's what I hope I can accomplish. And on a personal level, I would like to inject sort of the word innovation. I believe innovation will play a big role in shaping the industry going forward. Yeah.
Great. Thanks for that. I'm sure a lot of people would agree with you with all the changes happening in the energy industry. It's time to maybe make some changes of our own on our side. So, um, On that same line, with your tenure coming to an end in 2024 as regional director, what are you looking forward to seeing from the incoming director?
Yeah, I think we are already in the for MENA region we have two directors. So I'm working very close with Mr. Mohammed Marzugi. He's the incoming director, and we are making sure that we have a soft, smooth transition. And we have actually started meeting one-to-one, face-to-face with every section in MENA region, and we listen to these sections, and we will go and try to help them as much as we can. And I'm expecting my colleague Mohammed to continue to extend this sort of support uh, to the sections. Now that the corona is behind us, we were not able to visit in-person sections, so our activity is kind of slowed down. But now I think we need to pick up again. So I would expect that we continue to strengthen the SPE community. There are new sections being created as we speak, the latest being in Tunisia. We would like to see Algeria active and Morocco, and also we're talking to Pakistan. So we're kind of covering all the region, the whole region. It's good to bring in a fresh perspective. I would expect Mohammed to come in with a fresh perspective and be able to make a change. We have to continue our commitment to sustainability. Decarbonization, sustainability is going to be biggest challenges, and unless if we want to survive into the future, we have to be sustainable business.
Thank you for those insights. I definitely look forward to the changes that the incoming director is going to make under your leadership. So, on that same line, do you have any words of advice for those looking to enter leadership roles within SPE? And what are the benefits of volunteering in decision-making roles?
Yeah, that's a great question. I've been asked by many people on how they can be more active in SPE. SPE has a unique it's a unique model. I think every individual has the opportunity to contribute to SPE in one way or the other, and that's the beauty about this society. It's just so it's so unique that nobody can complain about not being able to participate in SPE. There are so many opportunities. You can write papers. My first advice to young professionals: come to the office and open onepitro.com and just pick a paper, a relevant paper, and read it. Make it a habit that you read a paper every day, every morning. And I do that. If I don't read, I just browse through and see what came up, what topics are being addressed. Write papers, chair sessions, share knowledge, build this mindset of sharing your knowledge. Try to be active in your section. Try to support chapters, university chapters. Build a network of professionals around you. Be more active when it comes to participation in panels, uh, be able to be proactive in suggesting topics that you think that need to be addressed. Anybody can grow within SPE. Volunteer. SPE is all about volunteerism. Try to have an SPE mindset all the time in parallel to your professional activities. Always think SPE because it kind of become a best practice. What SPE does is a best practice. Now I know a lot of societies trying to emulate what SPE does. So that would be my advice.
Thank you for that advice. SP is so global and there's so many opportunities. So hopefully those listening today will, take heed of those opportunities and not only will it help their volunteering life, but also their career life as well, I believe.
True.
Um, so lastly, this might be a loaded question, but if you had to predict the future of oil and gas in the Middle East and North Africa, where would you say the industry is headed?
Okay. In general, we are in a good shape. I think we we are becoming, or we are the center of providing energy to the world, and I can see the decision makers. They have already embraced the concept of sustainability, and I think COP28, which will happen in Abu Dhabi, end of this year, is going to establish MENA and the GCC countries as pioneers in energy transition. Now, there are so many other challenges that we are facing, and those need to be addressed. Some of these challenges, or many of them, actually apply all over the world. We're talking about talent management. There is a risk of diluting the core competencies or core skills of SPE. There is competition between renewable talents and traditional petroleum engineering talents and earth sciences. So that is something we need to be careful, because you may end up in a time where you won't be able to get expert petrophysicist or production optimization specialist. On the technology and innovation front, again, we are not, I don't think we are doing so well when it comes to artificial intelligence. We need to do much better than what we're doing today. I have personally, you asked me earlier about my job as a CTO. I have one of my team members is an AI specialist, and he has been working with us for a couple of months. And there were something like around 45 different potential applications for improving production and profitability of the company using AI and machine learning and deep learning. So this is an area that we need to explore. The 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 potential of AI in the oil industry is tremendous. It's something that we cannot ignore. Okay, so this is how I see MENA heading. I think we have been through so much or so many tests in the past. We always overcome these tests.
Definitely. I definitely agree with you and very well said. Hisham, thank you so much for joining us today. As a thought leader and an active contributor, your enthusiasm for the energy industry is very apparent and definitely one to emulate.
It was a pleasure talking to you, Eben. I appreciate the time, and thank you so much. And I would like to see other directors' views also. Yeah.
If you'd like to keep up with Hisham, you can connect with him on LinkedIn. His profile will be linked in the description. You can watch the Get to Know Regional Director series anytime on demand. Visit SPE's Energy Stream site at streaming.spe.org. I'm Ebun Adewole-Dickson. We'll see you next time on Get to Know.